What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Huh? They ain't talking about nothing. Peekaboo lyrics explain, y'all. Let's go. All right, let's get into it. Peekaboo, the song by Kendrick Lamar off GNX. We're gonna do a lyrical breakdown. Now, I understand there is some controversy about maybe an underlining meaning of this song. I'll get into that and the conspiracy theory and all of that at the end of this video. I'm gonna do lyrics explained first, and then we'll talk about whether Kendrick is sending some kind of hidden meaning to Drake throughout this record. Not sure about that, but we'll talk about it at the end. Well, let's start. Verse 1, Peekaboo, Kendrick Lamar. Let's get it. So Peekaboo, I just put them boogers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Peekaboo, 762s will make them plank. Peekaboo, popping out, you better not smell my name. Now, let me say something first before I start getting into the bars. For the comments section, for people who want to prove that they're hood through the comments section, do not put no police comments in my comments, okay? We're just gonna erase them. Certain things I talk over and skip over for a reason. And if you don't know any better or you don't understand what I'm saying by that, go to the next video, please. Go watch somebody else. Thank you. Okay, so when he says, I just put them boogers in my chain, he's talking about diamonds, and then 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Now, Kobe scored 80 points against the Toronto Raptors. Okay, we know who lives in Toronto and who reps Toronto and who's at all the Raptors games. Okay, that definitely refers to the Drizzler. So Kendrick is saying, I just won a championship chain, not ring. Let's continue. Okay, 762s will make them plank. Of course, plank is laid flat. 762s is a type of firearm ammunition, quite large to say the least. Then he ends with popping out, you better not smoke my name. That's self-explanatory. Now, then when he gets into put two foreigns on a 405, Peekaboo, cacio pepe if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my little ninjas off they rocker. Now, okay, put two foreigns on the 405. Okay, foreigns means foreign cars, right? Fast cars, 405, I'm guessing is a freeway in California. You could do that for a lot of reasons. You can do it just to test the cars out. You can do it to maybe go on a mission for a reason, right? So when he says cheese and pepper, which is a cacio pepe, when he doing pasta, that's a meal, right? Cheese and pepper, but it also can, cheese is money, and pepper, it can be shots of different types, right? So we have money, right? We have a mission and we have shots, and you can put that together yourself. If you know, you know. Let's move on. So why you acting tough on IG Live? A lot of people act tough on IG Live, paperwork poppy included. So that could be aimed at him as well. And then, you know, my little ninjas off they rocker means my little ninjas go crazy if necessary, right? Especially if they driving in foreigns on the 405, right? Because fast foreign cars are fun to drive on the freeway. Let's continue. Now we get into azchike's part. And let me just say, azchike had probably the hardest bars. And yes, that is a pause. I haven't found a different way to say that yet. So pause. On this whole album, I'm just gonna keep it real. Let's get into it. Okay, so he says, Peekaboo surprised itch. It's that nigga Chike Cheese. Let me FaceTime my op itch. I'm up the street. Yeah, it's AZ. I'm putting something to sleep. He on the ground. I praise God. I'm stomping feet. I mean, the bars, every line right there was crazy. Okay, so of course, Chike Cheese, he using his name with Chuck E. Cheese, okay, with money, of course, right? Let me FaceTime my op. I'm up the street. Okay, that's very direct, very aggressive. Let him know I'm up the street. You in trouble, right? So then when he says it's AZ, right? Z's is going to sleep. So it's AZ, I'm putting something to sleep. So just my name let you know I'm putting something to sleep, so to speak, right? Then he on the ground. I praise God, I start stomping feet. Now we know if you grew up in a black community, black church, when we praise dance, we start stomping feet, right? You stomp your feet. And of course, it double for stomping somebody who's already on the ground, who you may have already put to sleep. And when you think about it like that, that makes those lines even crazier. So he continues, I put 10 on his face, itch my shooter playing peekaboo. I hit it from the back, I told her move her hands. Then slide my thumb in it where her what at? I'm on your top, I'm with dot, which don't look back. Now, when he starts, I put 10 on his face, which my shooter playing. And he's saying my shooter is playing peekaboo. So, you know, when you play peekaboo with a little kid, you put both your hands over your eyes so all 10 of your fingers are on your face, right? So that's what he's saying. My shooter playing peekaboo. And you should understand what putting 10 on somebody's face or putting 10 on somebody's head means if you're watching this channel, but let's continue. Now, the next 3 lines, I believe he's using a female to also talk about the rap game, so to speak, and the opportunity that he's getting in the rap game. So he's talking about him effing the rap game, so to speak, right? When he says, I hit it from the back, I told her to move her hands, then slide my thumb where at. I'm on top, I'm with Dot, bitch don't look back. He's talking about the rap game. He's talking about himself not looking back because he's about to run with this opportunity. He addresses it again in the last verse, and we'll reference that when we get there. So now we get to Kendrick's second part, third verse, where he starts with the Kawhi Leonard impression, I guess it is, but he's also talking to or speaking to a little bit of the battle, and Drake mentioning Whitney's name multiple times during the battle when he says, hey, 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 that's my chick. Hey, 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 with all that fake-ish. Hey, 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 ain't the one to play with, right? Because that's what happened with the battle. That's what really took the battle to the level that it went to, right? Is Drake mentioning Whitney's name and Kendrick warning him about it and then showing him he didn't appreciate it. So then he continues, hey, 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 pull off in the lamb, double park it at Tams, Mr. Get Off on your mans. If he hate and disrespect, you better follow up with hands. Losses to the neck, but now I'm trophied up, I'm saying like bing, bop, boom, bop, bing. The type of ish I'm on you wouldn't understand. The type of skits I'm on you wouldn't understand. Big dog business, I will not hold your hand. Okay, so easily pull off in the lamb, of course, is pull off in the Lamborghini. Also, there's a lot of Italian references in this, in these verses from Kendrick. So Italian, mob ties, paperwork poppy. It's a reach, but it's there. Now, of course, double park it at Tams. Tams is the burger joint that's featured in Not Like Us, the video. Mr. Get Off on Your Mans, that's self-explanatory. And the next 2 lines, of course, again, could go for describing the battle. And one thing I want to say is, as I go through these, every line can be attributed to Kendrick addressing Drake and addressing the battle, but they also are very general and can be pointed towards a lot of people in the game and a lot of reactions to the battle as well. Because especially the hey, 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 hey part, that can be responding to the critics of Kendrick during the battle and the approach he took during the battle. There's a lot of soft people out there who are not really hip hop who says he took it too far, period. Or they're just Drake fans and Drake stans. He can just be addressing them and not really talking to Drake or directly piling on to winning the battle, right? So it's kind of a psychological game you play after you win a battle, right? Nas did the same thing with Jay-Z with records like Made You Look, right? You know, Ice Cube did the same thing, et cetera, et cetera. You continue to take subliminal shots to kind of psychologically try to make the person jump out the window and try to dish you again, right? But you can also stand back and say, look, he thirsty because these lyrics aren't even about him. So of course he gets funny with it. He goes the bing, bop, boom, bop, boom, bop, bam. Of course, it's describing a fight. And then the type of Ishamon you wouldn't understand. Now, this is directed, I think, towards everybody, and Kendrick having a bigger cause and purpose towards restoring order in hip hop, so to speak. And then the type of skits I'm on, now skits is double for a mission. Again, going back to the freeway talk earlier, it's also a reason you would double park, right? And you get off on somebody, we'll leave it at that. And then big dog business, I would not hold your hand, or I will not hold your hand. Now this goes for multiple people who may be recovering from the battle. I'm not gonna mention the other rapper's name because his fans are hella sensitive whenever you mention his name. But he's talking about holding people's hand through dealing with adversity in the rap game, period, right? Or dealing with adversity, period. That's pretty much what that means. Let's go to the last verse with AZ. So broke itch business, I could not be your man. Never got us what whooped until we opened up that can. Damn, alley who me bands, I'm a slam. Jam freak, which I like my Mac touching yams. Play that op-ish around me, I'ma tell you turn it off. Heard what happened to your man, not sorry for your loss. Should've prayed before them shooters came to nail him to the cross. I let your boy get a pass, you lucky that he's soft. So in the first 2 lines, those are self-explanatory, but then when he gets to the alley who me bands, I'm a slam jam. Again, he's talking about the opportunity that he's getting with Dot, being on track with Dot, like he said in his first verse. Now I will mention that the way he flipped, opening up a can of whoop ass is cold. Also when he's talking about, he like his Mac touching yams, like mac and cheese touching yams on a plate of Thanksgiving dinner or something like that. But also Mac sidearm touching yams, like when you pressed up, hugged up against a female. her yams, right? Your Mac is touching her yam. I know most people are gonna say the play the oppish around me. I'm gonna tell you turn it off to Drake doing that on multiple occasions now, but I don't think that's what he's referring to. I think he's just saying that in general. Heard what happened to your man's, not sorry for your loss. That's a dope, that's a harsh bar, right? The way to say it. I ain't never heard nobody say it like that before. Not sorry for your loss was dope. I don't think that's a reference to Drake's album Her Loss at all though. And I let your boy get a pass, with you lucky that he's soft. That's again, I think that's just general. I don't think that's a reference to anything. But that is it. Okay, let's get into the conspiracy part. Now, they're saying that because they start with the Give a Helping Hand sample at the beginning of the record, and Kendrick on the Silent Hill record. Shout out, let me give references first. Shout out to, I think this originated with Thought Crimes. I watched the video of Justin Hunt reviewing their video. I'll link both videos below in the description, and they're the ones that came up with the theory. So shout out to both of those channels. They are Justin Hunt, the company man, and Thought Crime. Do I think this song references anything having to do with the XXXtentacion case and Drake? Other than that intro in the bars, I don't really see it. Okay, the only bar I can see you, and it's a reach, if you say peekaboo when he says popping out, you better not smut my name. You know what I'm saying? They could be saying, I know something about, you know, peekaboo, I know something that you don't want me to say or you don't want me to tell, so you better not smut my name. That's a hella reach though. Now, as far as the Silent Hill record, there are a few things in the Silent Hill record that I could see being related to Kendrick maybe hinting at or referencing the rumors about Drake's connection to the XXXtentacion case. The Kodak Black feature and him also being from Florida being one of the main things that I could see tying that in. Now, when you listen to the Silent Hill record and the style that Kendrick is rhyming in and the approach he's taking on the record, do I think he's mocking Drake on the record? Yes. Do I think that has anything to do with him trying to expose Drake's ties to XXX's case? That's a reach. I'm not sure Kendrick is trying to be involved in that at all or knows anything about that. I think what is happening is, due to some of the things Kendrick said in some of the records, people are trying to take it even further due to what happened with Diddy this year, right? And there's this real push for people who really, really, really don't like Drake to make him into a mastermind criminal. Now, I will admit, for sure, I've covered on this channel many times, Drake is a master manipulator and very underhanded and has done some underhanded things as far as dissing other rappers. Does that make him this super criminal and putting hits out on people and things like that? That's really going far. That's really going far, but anything is possible, right? However, tying Kendrick to it, or tying Kendrick to trying to expose it, I just don't think it's really there like that. I think people are reaching. I think what Kendrick spoke to in the battle and throughout these songs is clearly visible. You know what I'm saying? Referring to Drake liking young girls, that's proven on the record. That's not a stretch. That's not a reach. Now, of course, he embellished it a little bit. Okay, creative license and artistic expression. But as far as all of these, you know, the conspiracy theories are going way out there. And this is one of them that's out there. But the lawyer brought it back up, as I covered that video already. You can check it out on the channel. The lawyer for one of the defendants in that case brought Drake's name into it. So now it's there. But do I think that these records on GNX that were probably recorded, probably at least 2-3 months ago, at least, are referencing anything like that? I just don't think that's where they're at. I don't think that's what they're on right now. I think that they're concentrating on just building on the momentum Kendrick has built and moving forward and kind of restructuring hip hop in a certain way. I don't think they're trying to get Drake put in jail. You know, I know Kendrick alluded to that in the bars, but I think, again, that's just him being creative and poetic license in a battle. I don't think that has anything to do with any kind of information or Kendrick trying to reveal anything real that he definitely knows about and he's trying to reveal it to the world. I just don't think that that's the case. I think that he was winning a rap battle and the goal is to make the person look as bad as possible, and he achieved that, right? That's it. So let me know what you think in the comments below of the lyrical breakdown. Let me know what you think of the conspiracy, all of that. I know some people are gonna say I don't know and I don't have all the research and all of that. Again, go to Thought Crimes, check them out. They're covering that. I don't know if the company man is that much into it. Check him out. I'm not that much into it. Like I said, I just don't hold a lot into it like that. I don't think Drake is a mastermind criminal. Weirdo, yes. Paperwork Poppy, yes. Mastermind criminal, probably not. But I could be wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell. Share the video, tell a friend and tell a friend. Thank y'all for watching as always. We out.